The Water, Sanitation and Hygiene WASH is a United Nations International Children Emergency Fund project to address deficiency on water, sanitation and hygiene with a strong positive impact on public health. To create an impactful effect on good health, hygiene and provision of clean and accessible water, the WASH project is being implemented in ObotAkara local government area of Akwa Ibom State, where water projects were cited in some communities through counterpart funding between UNICEF and the benefiting communities. However, in carrying out the implementation of this project, it was observed that conflict may occur in the course of implementing the WASH project. This from the engagement of Foundation for Partnership Initiative in the Niger Delta, PIND, in collaboration with the implementing partner, Community Initiative for Enhanced Peace and Development CIEPD, a non-governmental organization specialized on conflict management and prevention. The organization trained and built capacity of some local government facilitators and members of the Peace Monitoring and Response Team PMRT on conflict sensitivity, with the aim of intervening on any conflict that may arise at the point of implementing the WASH projects in the LGA.
The conflict I discovered was that of Udom and Udom plant. As they have started the project over there, I was told secretly by somebody that conflict is going on over there. I quickly appeared before the WASH chairman, and lucky that the community chairman was there and the secretary was there, also the WASH secretary. So I quickly asked them what causes the conflict. They told me that it was the clan head son that causes the conflict. I now asked them what was the causes, what made him to bring the conflict. They told me that when the father, that is the clan head, when he was well, but presently I'm told that the clan head is not well. When he was well, to have a meeting where the project site will be cited, where they will have the project site. They said it was the clan head that allocated that place for them. He approved that place for them.
In fact, the issue was, to me, the issue was caused by the contractor. Because the first contractor they introduced to us in the village hall wasn't the contractor who came. And immediately he came, he brought all these materials to the site without seeing me as the chairman. It was after a few days that the chief son went to the site to put that traditional injunction without my long show.
Caused by the contractor who came in, and he did not want to see me as the chairman of the village. He did not want to see the village head, and so the clan head of the, because my village is the clan head of this area. They continue operating there before the junior son to the clan head, the village head, so came in, and even we, the executive, we were annoyed.
So when we heard of this water coming to our community, everybody, even up till now, we see it as a divine blessing from God. We first had the problem of where to site the water. And personally, because I was told that the water project has a capacity of distributing water to the entire community, and by that effect that the project itself was a counterpart funded project, we were of the view that we should not be interested where the water is situated, but where we can have the best well, since everybody, irrespective of the angle of the village you are living, will benefit from the water. I've heard that some people are of the view that the village head and his children wanted the water to be sited in his compound, and I want to refute. I want to disabuse the mind of those concerned over this project. It was just an internal affair. It was a family affair that, okay, this man, right from 1970, has been, enthroned as the king of the community, and has done so much, so well, which almost everybody can testify, both young and old. And at this time, is old and his aged days is not just, alone, but coupled with ill health. It's time we just honor the man with this kind of project. Just do him, a kind of appreciation. Thank you, sir, for what you've done for, the entire village. Let us just use this project and commemorate your days. But this was not a good, idea that they could buy.
And so it's selected by the community. It was okay. It met with the conditions presented to them, except for the fact that the traditional head of the community felt something like that should be a way of an appreciation to his leadership so far. So the son representing the village head was trying to see how it could be sited close to the chief's palace. So the contractor was introduced and he took over site and commenced work. Until after 2 weeks, I was informed that a traditional injunction has been placed at the site that the contractor should not continue work.
Issues that arose from the clan head, because we came one day, we saw injunction was placed on the issue. Since we are from this Enang enclave, injunctions like that, you don't take it lightly. You have to find out why they have to place it. You have to find out why they should stop you from walking.
Yeah, the training, before now, once there is a conflict of that nature, one may not really, for fear of the unknown, have the confidence of going into such a community, especially the one that involves the youth. So the conflict training itself, first of all, help boost that courage in confronting conflict instead of staying away from the conflict. And then secondly, in the aspect of meeting the parties individually, it's actually helped, because normally we would have said, okay, let's pull all of them together. But at the end of the day, you now maybe find some persons exchanging words and it becomes a noisy, environment, and could even trigger more anger and lead to something more serious than what it was. So the approach I employed was to hear from the side of WASHCOM, because it was not just the traditional head and the contractor. It was the traditional head and the contractor, the traditional head and WASHCOMs, the traditional head and the project itself. And then the youths were now involved, were on the side of the traditional head, and it escalated to the youths and the WASHCOM. So what I did was to meet the WASHCOM and the village chairman at a different location, hear their own side of the story, then met with the traditional head representative and the youths, and equally heard the side of their own story, and then allayed their fears and explain better what the project is all about. And in fact, they were wanting to, relieve the WASHCOMs of their position, especially the chairman and secretary, if but not for intervention. And that would have told more on the program, because the WASHCOMs, they've been trained, we've built their capacity already in WASH implementation, WASH activities, how to manage their community. So we're able to remove those fears, explain where their doubts were, and clarify those areas at their own end. So and after that, we had a meeting with the contractor, and he felt free to express his fears, since it was just him and us. And we didn't just take him there immediately, since the grievances was channeled more towards the contractor. We try to make sure the tension in the community has been eased before bringing in the contractor to do what was required of him at the first instance in terms of meeting with the village head, and then the area of demands were clarified such that the community now knew there is nothing like matching ground, as they say, if the contractor does not owe them anything other than to deliver the project according to specification. So there were more, the youth became more relaxed, that at least the community, they have a voice, since at the end of the day they will need to certify the project before the contractor is being paid. So WASH conflict sensitivity helped a great deal. It broadened our knowledge, it has added to the skill.
In fact, they did a lot of job. In fact, reporting, I don't think none of them reported. We were contacting, coming every day to talk to us, to talk to them. So they did a lot of job. Even the coordinator, the consultant, he did very well.
I want to really comment on the efforts of the WASHCOM representative in ObotAkara. They did a marvelous job. You know, we have an inspector, a lady here. She's wonderful. She's been doing a yeoman's job. Because when we had this problem, she stepped in. And when she came in, she was not economical with information. She was not in any way trying to feel the villagers or the community dwellers were not important. She really educated us, enlightened us, and perhaps because of her way of educating us, concerning this project, that we really know that the #1 security agents are the villagers themselves. Whatever the contractors are bringing in here, we are the ones to watch over it so that it won't get missing. And #2, since we are the ones to consume the water, we should be also part and parcel of the processes that is establishing that water. And he told us that some documents regarding this project, it's not in any way a secret document. It's a public document that we are, also entitled to have access to it. #1, I asked, where is the job specification? The company that is doing the project, what is the name of the company? Who is the contractor? What is his name? We didn't know all these things. And also, what are we expecting from them? You know, mere assurance, verbal assurance is something to just cool us down that at the end of the day we are going to get a water project that will run for years before we can even think of rehabilitation work. So, but this was not done, this was lacking, and it brought about that injunction. But since the WASHCOM stepped in and professionally handled it perfectly, that is why you can see the job is, good and running.